Hello to myself and everybody else. This is video 91. So far today, I'm back with C++ and everything. And so far this time, I want to try just like working on a little project or something. Same thing from this list that I got, just top 50 C++ project idea for beginners and advanced. So far, I want to try just doing a casino number guessing game. Basically with this, just a matter of like making a random number guessing game. And if you get it right, you get like different amount of money and everything based on like difficulty and everything. This seemed like just a little thing just to give a shot, just to see if I like got some of the stuff down I was working with earlier. So I'm just gonna work and just kind of see what I can do. This time I'm just gonna like do the whole thing on here, just like, so I can just see my process and everything as well. So using namespace std. So far with this, the main thing, like I kind of like thought about what I need to do with this a bit as I bring my list up. So right here, I just said required, just basically random number for the computer, get user input for guess, compare computer number and user number input, print at the end, win money for each correct guess, difficulties. I might use functions for that, but I've been thinking I might use like something else. I don't know. I'll think about it when I get to it. And then different money rewards for difficulty. Another thing, like all that stuff's like required. Then after that, just like extra and bonus stuff, just how to do just certain amount of guesses. Use like while loop for that and tell player if guess is lower or higher than actual number. Just the thing I said I want to try to just doing all that in this. Again, it might be like 2 videos or 1. I don't know. Just working and just seeing what I can do. So far, the main thing I know I need right now, so too, is like just to make this. I want to just make a randomizer or number randomizer first, so I can get the random number for the computer. And so far for this too, like it takes me a second to remember how to exactly do this. I know I need like 2 includes. And if I remember correctly and everything too, I think it's cstd lib and ctime. Like these 2 things we use for the randomizer and everything. It's around this part where I kind of forget in here because it's like very specific commands I've got to type in too. So I'm just going to look at my notes for this because again, just a lot of stuff I've been doing. So this should look at random. Yep, so this and everything too. cstd lib, got that. ctime. And so far, wait a minute, I'm in my wrong notes and stuff here. This is the one I need to use for it. Alright, yeah, so this is my notes stuff too on it from the video stuff I've been watching. So basically with this and everything too and all, what I need is, and my notes look a bit messy, but to me it makes sense. Yeah, so sran time null pointer. Okay, so that's what I need for that. ctime ptr. So I need this. Yeah, so looking at this right here, srand ctime, or no, just time. Wait. sran time null pointer, and then after that, just an integer to randomize the numbers as well. So we'll just say int number rand. So I'll just put a placeholder here. Int number equal rand percent. And I'll just put a 3 here. So basically with this, I'll just call it CPU guess. So we'll just make sure we have that. And from here, we'll just print this out to make sure it's working. So cout. Just say CPU guess. There we go. Just run it, make sure it works. Yep, so 1, 2. Sometimes it can mess up and everything as well. Let me do this actually. Just make a for loop so it just prints multiple times. So we'll just make sure it's working good. But with that, I'll print the same thing out multiple times. Let me just as a test. There we go, for loop. So each time it should just randomize a new number and then print it out. So let's see what's up. That's something with me using this compiler. Sometimes it messes up like this. I really should just probably download something too and just work with that, but still, just right now. Yeah, so again, we got it working. Randomizes random numbers from 0 to 2, since we have the max number set here to 3. So with that, that's mostly it. Just make sure you get a random number. For this, we'll just comment this out right here. And say output CPU number. Say random number. Alright, so far for that and everything too, just we have the random number. So the next thing from there, we're basically getting the user input. So for this, we'll basically just say, and let me start getting in the habit of just labeling these stuff too, and also say make random number from the computer, and then this user input. So we'll just say int, say player guess equals 0, made that an int. Then from there we'll just see out guess a number from the range of 0 through 2. And from there we'll just take player guess cn player guess, and there we'll just output and everything as well. So cout. Hey, I'm like, I woke up not too long ago. It's messing me up real quick. Okay. You guessed the number, and then just have that. I should probably put a, let me do this real quick too. Put a space in between it so to just be able to tell the difference. So cout. There we go. Make a space. Okay, so we'll just test this to make sure it's just, be able to guess a number. So we'll just say 0. Then you guess, or you guess the number. Oh, I'm really stupid. Okay, yeah, I didn't put the other part. That's what I was forgetting. All right. Again, I keep doing these when I just wake up or I'm just really tired. So, okay. That player guess. There we go. So that should be in that. Now we do it. So say you guess 3. Outputs 3, even though again, between a range of like 0 and 2, but still, at least we get the user input. There's the whole thing with that. Alright, so basically we have the random number, we got the user input. So with that, I need a way for it to basically let the player know if they're like right or wrong with the number guess and everything too. So with that, basically I need something to compare it. So basically I'll just use an if statement or something for this. So basically saying if, and then from here just going to get all set up there. So basically if player guess is the same as CPU guess, then print out You guess correctly. Yeah, you guess correctly. And from there, we'll just do this as well. So we'll also type out CPU number was, and then type in CPU guess. So we'll print just like what the computer guessed and everything too, and then also see out player guess. And then from there we'll just say else. So by default the numbers aren't the same. Basically just say you guess incorrectly. Yeah, you guessed incorrectly. And so far with this, we can still just do the same thing here. Just basically print out what the computer guess was and what your guess was. So we can just run this and just see if it works. Guess a number from the range 0 through 2. So we'll say 2. Number you, well, I should probably put I missed a, yeah, I should put a space there, but, so our basic, again, just looking at this format, it says you guessed number 2, you guessed incorrectly, CPU number was 1, player guess was 2. So let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Yeah, you know what, instead of just typing out, I just copy this. So just paste and just do another one too, just an extra space. Run it again, see what's up. So between the range of 0 through 2, so let's say 1 this time. You guessed incorrectly. Yeah, so range that. You guessed the number 1, you guessed incorrectly. CPU number was 2, player guess was 1. So with that, we do have a basic guessing game and everything and stuff here. So far, if I bring my list and stuff back up and go back down to the bottom of it, it's on the other thing. Have a bunch of notes and a lot of things there, but yeah, basically the whole thing was this. So randomized number for the computer, we got that. Get user input for guess, we got that as well. Compare computer number and user input, print at the end, we got that. So far, win money with each correct guess. Now that's something probably should go and work on right now. Just put something there for this. So basically, again, we have the whole thing and stuff here and all that. And so like I said, I want to put notes and stuff down too and all, just like make sure, like this is kind of a bit self-explanatory and everything too, but I'll still put notes here just in case, just for myself. What the output will be if here is correct or incorrect. Alright, so far with this and everything too, just saying like put a money aspect to this and everything and stuff as well. So really with this, we can probably just put the money at the top, just why not? There's really no like specific reason, just put up and why not. So just say balance, and we'll say int balance equal, let's say 0. And then they say like if they guess it correct, then with this we just do balance, if I remember correctly, I think it's plus equal, and then we'll just say like, you know, let's say 5, why not? If they get it wrong, then balance minus equal 5. So if you win, you get $5. You lose $5. So let's just run it. See, well, actually, wait, we got to print the balance and everything and stuff too as well. So we have that. We have the balance set up, how much you win or lose, depending on if you get it right or wrong. So what I need to do is go and just print out what your balance and everything and stuff is. So if I go ahead and do that, I'll probably put it on. We'll put it. Let's see. So we'll keep everything together and stuff too. We want just say the balance and stuff is here and all that. Why not? Just say see out your current balance is, and we will put a $sign here. Balance in L. So from that, the balance should be 0. So it should currently base a 0 when the game starts. And then it will allow you to do a guess and everything and stuff after that as well. So that's the whole thing with that. So with this, again, that should be actually that and everything plus that. Okay. Then we just output what the balance and stuff is too and all after each guess. So see out, and then just basically say, or really I can just copy it from here too, just might as well. So after every guess, you should say what your balance and stuff is. Hopefully this also still goes into the negatives, because I have it as an integer, it should go into the negatives. So basically if you lose, you go negative, you just lose money. So let's just say your current balance is $0. Guess the number 0 range is 0 to 2. So let's say 0. Guess correctly. CPU number was 0. Player guessed 0. Your current balance is $5. So I'll run it again. See if we can get it wrong this time. If it decides to run. Okay, let's say 2 this time. Yep, there it is. So so far the formatting is kind of a bit messed up too, because technically it's $-5. So far I think there might be a way actually to make it so I can like put the $sign in there after the negative, but for now we're just gonna leave it the way it is right now. We'll just keep it basic. I can worry about that later right now, but so far that's really it. So you lose money if you play, you gain money if you win. So far the next thing and stuff after that too. So again, just look at my notes. So we got the random number, we got the user input for the guess, compare the computer number and the user input, print at the end, we got that. Win money for each correct guess, and also put just lose money and stuff as well. So really I can just like copy this and just so lose money for each incorrect guess. So far, since we have all this down, everything too, next is the difficulties and everything and stuff as well. So far with the difficulties, I said I wanted to use functions for this, but not really sure if I will. Because the main thing is up to, I'm thinking about with the difficulties, mostly this. The main difference is mostly it's going to be this number right here. Because really just a matter of, like I said, like this right here, let's say it's easy. So the range is between 0 to 2. Medium, let's say it's between like 0 and 10. And for hard, let's say it's between 0 and 100. So really with that, like I said, I need the range and stuff here to change every single time with that. And I know if I use a function and put the randomizer in that, the number will keep randomizing each time. So basically, if I just like made a function, so I made a function like up here, copy this stuff into it, each time it would run, it would just keep randomizing this number every single time, I'm pretty sure. So with that, that's not something I want. I want the number to keep randomizing every single time. I want it to say the same number so you can just like try to guess it. So far, I probably am overthinking this like a madman though, but I'll probably just go ahead and try to just do it the simple way, and then like I said, I can worry about like efficiency and everything and stuff later, because right now I'm still like a beginner. So what I'm probably gonna do is just like I said, make a basic just like input if statement, just saying like pick the difficulty, whatever the difficulty and stuff is, then it should basically pick this right here. So basically, let me do this stuff too. So let me say difficulties. Probably misspelled it, but again, right now, just whatever. So basically, again, with this and everything, so we'll just say this right here. So let's say string, and we'll just call it diff. Wait a minute. So if I do this, yes, with this. So string diff, and then from here we'll just see out. I keep forgetting to put double quotes. So choose difficulty. So, and we'll just put easy, medium, hard. So far, hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not an idiot and misspelled medium. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I went to check. I am an idiot. I just don't need the. Yeah, so medium or hard. Then from there, we'll just say diff cn, wrong direction, cn diff. So far with that, it stores that and everything and stuff as well. And mostly that's the whole thing there. So difficulties and stuff too, you choose one of them, easy, medium, or hard. It saves it, print it out and everything and stuff as well. So far for here, I should probably put the random number thing up here as well and stuff too, because for the next part I want to do, so it won't be a bit cluttered. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to cut that. Paste this here. And basically what I'm going to do is this. So put an if statement and stuff here and all that, basically so saying if diff equals easy, then do this. And then just basically say if else if, basically the same thing. Basically if diff equals a medium, make sure I spell it right, then yeah, it's probably put an indent so it's easier to read. So again, this range right here is 0 through 2. This one, I said medium, we want to range between 0 through 10. So this one I have to make it 11. And then basically just copy this again. Hard. And instead I want this to be between 0 and 100. So this I have to make this 101. And for here, basically just put another else. And then just say like difficulty does not exist. Say that. And with this, I probably should put it in a... So for this whole thing here, I should probably put in a loop and stuff too, because you type in it doesn't exist, and the game just ends. Just kind of the whole thing and stuff here with this. Well, you know what? First, let me just try this. Let's just make sure... Okay, so I have a problem here. So just make sure it works. Oh, that's right. Okay, I see the problem. I see the problem. Yeah, I messed up. It's supposed to be equal, equal. There we go. So this and everything stuff as well. So equals equals and everything stuff like that as well. So far with this, I probably should put a thing here for the see out thing and stuff as well too. Like basically saying like when you guess, depending on the difficulty, it should tell the person like what is their number range, because it won't always be between 0 and 2. So let me think about how to do that real quick. Yeah, with this I probably should move some stuff up a bit and stuff like that too, like the player guessing the balance and everything stuff as well too. So with this I can go ahead and just automatically have it like output the... So I already have this, like, so basically I'll do this. Yeah, again, like it's kind of being a bit like, you know, all over the place a little bit and everything too, but still we'll just... Hey, let me do this real quick. So we'll cut this and we'll do this. So R right here, the player guesses R equals 0. And with that, it basically will allow for the other stuff here and everything stuff as well. So hold on real quick. Yeah, again, so far like I'm thinking about this and everything too. I'm probably overthinking this like a madman. Because again, just like making this on the fly real quick. Give me a second to think about this. Okay, so far I've been thinking about this. Okay, I can just try doing this and we can just see if this works. So far, this right here, this, we're going to just copy it. And then I'm going to comment this out because I don't want to delete anything just yet. I want to make sure everything works the way it needs to first. So we'll just comment that out. And here's what we're going to do. Here... Let me put some indents in this. Alright. So based something like this and everything as well. So basically once you put in your difficulty, it chooses the range, asks you to type in a number, it saves it, it makes a space. So we'll just go ahead and copy this. Well, you know what, before we go and start doing a bunch of stuff, let's just test and make sure it works real quick. And I messed something up. CPU gets not declared as a scope. Okay, hold on while I look at this real quick. Okay, I'm back. So far I was messing around with this, and so far I think basically what I figured out was this. So this right here, it was saying this wasn't registered down here to be able to compare it. Basically, I just literally copied this, put it up here, and that was it. I think it just needs like a default range no matter what. So I can just say 0 through 2 default. So just that. So just a default range and everything. Because if I run it now, it will mess up because for some reason the thing has a problem. Give it a second. There we go. So it says choose a difficulty. The only one we have it right now set up fully is easy. So say easy. Guess the number from the range 0 through 2. So we'll say 1. And it says you guessed incorrectly. CPU number was 0. Player guess was 1. So minus $5. So with that, that's the whole thing and stuff there. So far, if I just comment this out, so let's just do this. So we can just make sure we know that it was definitely that a problem. If I get rid of the default and run it, this error pops up here. So I guess when it comes down to doing this, it needs a default just like range, and then from there you can change it. We will test and make sure in a second. We will copy this, and we will just like go into the other ones and just like make sure things are good with this. So between 0 and 10. Between 0 and 100. So with this, it should, if anything, now we have the difficulty, so easy, medium, and hard. So we'll just test and see now if it works. We'll also test and see if you type in something else, will it just like stop? So again, we'll try it again, make sure it works. So easy, 0 and 2, so say 2. Incorrect, CPU number was 0, 2 and everything, so run it again. Pick medium this time. Yep, 0 to 10, so at least pick the other one. So we'll go with, let's say, 4. CPU number was 0. Again, I don't know if that's the odds of it just being 0. Let's try medium again to make sure. Yeah, CPU number was 0. Yeah, it keeps picking 0. Again, it might just be a random thing, or, well, it is random, but, like, let's try again. Just easy, 2. Yeah, okay, so something's up. It keeps picking 0 as a number. Maybe, again, my luck is just horrible, and it just keeps picking it, or it is doing something wrong. Because at least picking the other stuff correctly and everything, too, as well with that. So if I at least do that, alright, let's just try again, like 55. Yeah, so again, yeah, something is up because right here it keeps saying CPU number was 0. So with this, it's like defaulting it to 0 and stuff every single time. It's not changing it because I think it is probably the default and stuff like that too. I can try this. Let's just take this. And we'll just put it above each one. We're right now just going to see if this works. Have no idea as far as know if nothing will happen, but just try and see. Just try test some stuff. So again, just 2. Okay. So number was 2. Again, I just got lucky here. I really should just get an actual compiler for this, but again, I just don't feel like downloading it. You'll try medium, run it, we'll say 6, it was 0. Again, maybe it's just coincidence, we'll try it again. So say 7, nah, something up because it still keeps saying 0, unless I'm just crazy. Try running it again. Okay, so okay, well, it is picking a different number. Yeah, it's going to take a few tests of these and stuff, too, just kind of see if it's working. Because, again, might just might look that it's picking 0. Let's just try again, see what up. So, say hard, because it has a bigger range. So, hopefully it picks something greater than 0 and 2. So, 66. Yeah, so it's picking 0. Hold on, I'm going to run this test a few more times, stuff, and just, like, make sure... Like, either my luck is that it keeps picking 0 and that's it, or this is, like, for some reason still picking at default range. So, we're just going to see something real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, okay, so I figured out what the problem was, too. It just took, like, a bit of trial and error. Okay, so here's what the problem was. So far, this is still the default and everything and stuff as well. I was making a mistake that I normally make when it comes down to, like, getting user input or redeclaring a variable. So far, right here where it says CPU guess inside the difficulty, I had this. I had int. So basically, I was declaring a variable again, and that was the problem. So now that I got rid of int in front of each one of these, I got rid of CPU guess, got rid of int in front of each one of these, now it does for a fact work. Because this is the run I did. I did hard, 0 to 100, 33. So far, the number was 37. So at least it's bigger than a range of 0 to 2. So we're going to run this again and just kind of make sure again. So we'll say hard, say 33 again. Yep, CPU number was 9. Guess 33 minus that. So just run it a few more times to make sure. A lot of run and stop. We'll do medium this time. We'll say numbers 2. Yep, so again, it's doing like a bigger range and everything and stuff as well. So that's a good thing, stuff like that too, to make sure that it works. Do hard again. Number was 32, guess 56. Like I said, I'm just running it multiple times just to make absolute sure, because again, it was messing up before. Hard, so say I just keep hitting 33 because those numbers are there. Yep, so 51 and all that. So there we go. Okay, so at least we know for certain that it works. And everything, stuff like that too. If anything, I probably should move the balance up, because the fact that it's putting your current balance is 0 here, it should be right above the guess and everything. So let me move that. So your balance, cut that. Player input, difficulties. So always default the balance. And this right here, we will just go ahead and cut this as well. And we'll just put the balance above every single one and all that, so you make sure you just know what your balance and stuff is. Now run it again, make sure it's good. So we'll say hard, just keep make sure that range works. Yep, your current balance is 0. Guess the number and stuff like that too and all. Or reality, I probably should put the balance above the difficulty and everything too, so you know how much money you're going in with. So let me see. So in reality, let me do it like this. I kind of just put it here. Whoop. Yeah, still running. That's the problem. All right. So basically I just do this. So your current balance and everything, stuff like that too. And I can just erase this here and all that stuff as well. So for each one, just erase that and everything, so the format can be a little bit better with that. Because so far you should know how much money you have before each go rather than after. So let's see. Yep, your current balance is $0. Choose a difficulty. So with that, let's say easy. 0 to 2. 2. You guessed number 2. You guessed incorrectly. CPU number was 0. Player guess was 2. Your current balance is -$5. So there's a whole thing there with that. So let me look at my list again to make sure, was this everything? So difficulties, we got that. Different money rewards for different difficulties. Okay, so that's the next thing I should do and stuff too and all. Let's go ahead and put that in here. So different amounts of money and everything and stuff as well for different guesses. Okay, so far for this, again, we have the balance of here. So basically add $5 or take away $5 depending on your guess. Okay, so with this, what I can do is this. All right. So far, we currently have the... Where do I have the balance at? Let me see. The variable for balance. Okay, there it is. So your balance up here is 0 and everything like that as well. So with this, I will have to make a variable called like reward or something like that too and all. So let me do this. I think where to put it. Yeah, like as you see, my organizational skills currently is not the best. Again, I'm so new at this, so stuff's kind of a bit all over the place and moving things around a lot and everything. But let's go ahead and just like look and see where I can put this and everything as well, because it needs to be above this. So yeah, why not just make a thing called reward. Say int reward equal 0 right now. So with this and everything stuff too, with easy and everything, we can just set it like up here. So just say reward equals, let's say for easy it's $5. For here, we can say the reward is for medium. Let's say it's 10. And let's say reward equals, let's say 100. So far, it just kind of matches the range a little bit. Except for easy, which easy is just like $5. So, yeah, you know, probably should change that. You know, why not? Just, it's the range. So why not? Just reward equals just $2 for this, 10, and 100 for this. And put a semicolon here so I don't forget. And so far with this and everything too, balance plus equal, and we can say reward. So basically, again, if you get it right, it will add reward to the balance. And balance minus equal reward. So basically, whatever your difficulty and stuff is, it should give you that money amount. So let's run it and see if it runs eventually. Okay, its current balance is 0. Choose the difficulty, easy, medium, hard. So say easy this time. Guess a number from the range 0 through 2. So let's say 2. Yep, so you guessed incorrectly, minus $2. So far, if it minuses it, then adding it should also work the same. Again, I could just try it again to make sure. So just guess 2 again. Yep, so add a $2 to your account. Okay, so say medium, 0 to 10. So we'll say 4. Yep, so it's incorrect. So it took $10. So minus $10. And with this, I say hard. So with this, just a random number, 77. Yep, so minus $100. So we have the rewards and stuff in this and everything and stuff as well. Again, I will say my stuff is a bit cluttered. I probably should have the variables more close together and everything as well. Just had stuff planned out a bit better. But again, just doing this on the fly. Just only kind of planning the requirements. I wanted to see my whole process of doing this. And yeah, I did get like stuck a few times. But again, it does just take a second. So far with this, again, we have like a little game here. Does work with this. If I had to do something else with this, because again, that's like really the whole thing on the list here. So randomized number from the computer. We got that. Computer number was random. Get user input for guess. We got that. Player puts in a number. Compare the numbers from the player and the user, the player and the computer. Print at the end. We got that. Win money for each correct guess. We got that. And for losing as well. Difficulties. Yep, we got the difficulties here for easy, medium, and hard. Different money rewards for difficulties. Yep, we got those well. 100, 10, and 2. So far, I said the extra and bonus and stuff like that too would be like a certain amount of guesses, and tell player if the guess is lower or higher than actual number. So basically with this, just you can have multiple attempts depending on how many times you try, or depending on whatever difficulty you pick. So with that, like, this video is long enough, but why not? I could just go ahead and just like, why not? Just like, let's see if we can do it. So that I can just officially say I did a project on here completely, which I did before, but at least typing it from nothing, I can just see the whole thing and stuff as well. So with this, okay, let's think about this. So first thing we said is give attempts. So the whole attempts and everything and stuff with that too will be, we can just put another variable up here. Again, I have to work on just like my variables and everything stuff too. Yeah, temps int temps equal 0. And for this and everything and stuff as well. Okay, so I think I'm seeing the vision and stuff here and all that. Okay. So you pick difficulty and everything and stuff like that too. Your reward and all that stuff's there. So we can say this. Alright. Say attempts equal, and with this being easy, with having like a very small amount of guesses, we can just say your attempt is Say you get 2 attempts. Why not? Just 2 attempts. We'll copy this. For the medium, you get 3. And for hard, we'll give you 5 because it's like a stupidly huge range. So you get 5 guesses. Alright. So that's the attempts stuff there. So with that, we need like a while loop and everything and stuff here for like guessing and it printing it and all that stuff as well. So basically with this, what it'll end up being is, yeah, this is the part right here where it gets like a slight bit difficult and stuff for me too. All right. Because again, if I just put the while statement and stuff here, it will basically just have you just keep guessing over and over again. So basically, I have to just kind of say, oh, well, technically if I use the, okay, so I'm just brainstorming here. So technically if I use the while loop and everything and stuff as well with this, and basically say like while, 2 conditions apply, like basically I do something like this. All right, let me just type it out so I can just see. So if I say while, and I think I have to do it like this, just kind of double the thing and say, this. All right. So do something like that. So like 2 conditions. So basically saying like while attempts are greater than 0 and while, and I can just copy this down here. So basically saying while the player guess does not equal, or let's see, wait. This is while player guess does not equal the CPU guess, then basically give an attempt and stuff too for this back to back and everything stuff as well. We're just, oh wait, I did that. I almost messed up my formatting here. All right. Okay. We're just going to try this real quick with easy and just kind of see if it works. So let's just say this. Easy. Yeah, so, okay. I guess because by default, I didn't get to type in a number. I guess because the number was 0, it by default just set it to correct. Let me just run it again. Okay. So basically with this, if the number is 0, it's going to just default put it as correct. So that's something I have to work with in a bit. But right now, we'll just try this. So say 2. Okay, so I guess that wasn't correct. 1. Yep, and the number was correct. Okay. So basically, okay, we have currently 2 problems right now with this. If the number is 0, it will by default set it as correct. So that's not something we want. As well as 2, you put in a guess, it does not tell you if it's correct or not. So that's kind of the whole thing and stuff there as well. Like those 2 things I need to just kind of like mess around with to make sure we can get these 2 things right. So basically 1, we'll just keep working with the easy one right now too, just to make sure we can figure this out. So while attempts greater than 0 and the player guess is not equal or not correct, basically asking you for input and everything stuff over and over again. Well, I mean, technically there is a way for me to do it. Like again, like the main way would just be this. Because really this part right here says you guess the number, whatever. Like I really don't need that. Because in reality it shows what the player guess was here. So I really don't actually need this part too much. Or really I can just do this. Okay. So basically these 2 things I don't really need. It just basically like the original guess and what the player put in. But again, that prints out here an if statement. In reality, what I can do is this, kind of like simplify the whole thing. I really could just move this and just straight up put it up here. Like just flat out, just put it like in the while loop and everything too. Just saying if it's correct or not and everything. So basically we'll just constantly print out, was it correct or not, then run it again. Again, it's the thing where it makes it like a bit more cluttered and everything and stuff as well. That's the only thing. But again, right now I need to worry about functionality and not really like neatness. Again, that's probably like a bad thing to doing on it. But again, just right now, a matter of just getting it to work, and then I can worry about the other part. So we'll do this. So the if else and everything and stuff here. So we're gonna do this as well. We're gonna put this down here, and we're gonna run it and see if it works. The 0 thing, that's another thing I have to do as well, but still, just so easy. Say the range is 2. So okay, that's the whole thing with that too, is putting out what the number and stuff was, and then the other guess. So we'll just guess 2 again. Yeah, okay. So it's -4. Let me just try again with this 2 and everything. So yeah, like I can just keep putting numbers in, increasing my debt, and it just tells me it's the same number over and over again. Okay. So okay, there is a promise of this 2 and all. So right now it's basically printing out what the number and stuff was and everything and stuff like that too. Okay, so I again, just slowly thinking about this and everything too. So basically, here's what I think's up. Okay. Basically, all I need in this is I just needed to tell me if it's incorrect, and that's mostly it. If it's correct, then by default, it usually jumps down here and does what it needs to do. So, let's do it like this. Basically, I will just say... Oh, that's right. It's still running. Stop it. There we go. So we'll do this. If it does not equal it, it would just copy all this. And I will get rid of the else statement. So basically, if the player guess is not correct, say your guess was incorrect, we will not say what the computer guess was, because I'll be cheating. Player's guess was reward minus that. Current balance is that. And we'll just put another space too, so that kind of like there we go. So just space. Okay. So again, my thought process is basically it should just tell you if it's incorrect. And down here, I need to uncomment this. So basically with this and everything and stuff as well, it's just tell you if you're correct. So I can just comment this out as well too. So give me a second. So yeah, the process is this. Basically, if you're correct, I'll erase all this once it like actually works. But basically saying if you're correct, then it will give you money, tell you your balance, put the player guess and all that stuff as well. There you go. There's a whole thing with that. So we'll just run it and see. Okay, there's a problem here. Oh, wait. It's line 58. So let me see. Else if, medium and stuff like that. 2 and all. Oh, wait, I messed something up here and all that, so. Okay, so, but yeah, it should be in the while statement stuff here too, and all to have something completely off, because, yeah, these two go here for the if statement. The while loop and everything and stuff here and all that, it's right here. So while player attempt stuff like that too and all, so there's a... Oh, I see the problem. I messed something up here. Yeah, because this is the difficulty thing here and stuff, and there's no... Okay, so I just need an extra thing here for the while loop. So I'll just have to do this. Yeah, so this whole thing is in a while loop now, and this if they okay, so I was just missing that. So we'll say easy. Yeah, that's still a problem. It still tells you when it's 0, it will do that and stuff as well. I might have to change it so the default is just like a ton of 9s or something. We'll just run it again. I'll change that in a second. Let's just first make sure we get the basic stuff going. Yeah, it keeps doing that. Okay, hold on for a second until I get this right. I'll be right back. Or no, you know what? No. Let me just do this. All right. So player guess, I have a default set to 0. Let's do this to a bunch of 9s. So by default, set to that. So we'll run it. Okay, there we go. So easy. There we go. Go with it by default set to a bunch of 9s. It now doesn't automatically say it's correct, so we'll just say that. So okay, we'll say 1. Guess incorrect. Player guess 1. Balance -2. So guess a number. So we'll say 2. Player guess incorrectly. Oh, I am stupid. Okay, yeah, I see what the problem is. Okay. So far, it is working correctly and stuff to the way it needs to be. It's telling you the guess is not correct. So we put 0 now. Your balance is still decreasing. So we'll say 0. Again, correct. Current balance is this and all that. So far, again, hold on. I got to plug my computer. I'll be right back. Okay, I got that plugged up. Yeah, so I see what the problem and stuff is and all that too. Alright, so basically, I don't have anything going down with the attempts. So basically, internet and everything stuff too. Player gets incorrect. So no matter what, like the attempt should go down by 1. So this should be a default and stuff right here. So basically just freaking attempts minus equal 1. Or in reality, I could just say like, I could just say minus attempts, but yeah, whatever. Just still makes attempts go down by 1. So we're going to just run it again. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so basically with this, we'll just do the same thing again. Easy. Range from 0 to that. So we'll say 1. Incorrect. Player guesses 1. So we'll say 2. Was correct. And everything. Stuff like 2. So I gave my $2 back. I'm at 0. We'll run it again. And we'll just do easy. Let's say 1. Incorrect. We'll do 1 again. Player was incorrect and stuff as well. Balance was -4. Okay, yeah, so this is the time where I have to do this. Alright. So yeah, I still have to do straight up freaking I still have to do the else here and everything as well. So alright. Yeah, so basically like if you get it right or wrong and anything, stuff like that too, it still tells you what everything is and all that. So the thing and stuff is this though. I gotta think about this. So far with the getting it incorrect and stuff here as well, basically saying if the number is not the guess, it takes the money and stuff away. So I might have to remove it from here as well, because then it'll be taking your money away like twice. So let me just comment this out and everything too, just something to think about. Let me just try this again. So easy, say 1. So incorrect, -2, say 1 again. Yep, so the player, so CPU number was 2, player guess was 1. So with that, again, balance was -4. So basically the whole thing is this. So first time I guessed 1, it was wrong, -$2. Same thing, guess a number from 0 to 2, guess 1 again, -$4. And basically says you guessed incorrectly. Player number was 2 and all that stuff and all that. So let me change this down here and stuff too and all as well. So let me put another C out here and just say this. Out of attempts. And let me also do this too while I'm thinking about it as well. Because it says you're out of attempts and everything and stuff too. I should have a thing that probably tells you how many attempts you have and stuff like that as well. So by default, basically just say, you have left basically this and everything and stuff too, so people can know how many attempts they have. So let's run it again. So say easy. I should have put a space there. Basically have 2 attempts. You know what? They're just gonna fix it now because it's gonna look messed up. Alright. So easy. You have 2. I'm an idiot again. Just you have 2 left. What is 2? Nobody knows what 2 is. You have 2. Give me a second here. 2 attempts left. Okay. So now with this, easy. You have 2 attempts left. So we'll say 2. Incorrectly. You have 1 attempts left. So we'll say 2 again. Out of attempts, you guessed incorrectly. CV number was 1. Player guessed 2. Balance -4. Okay. So with that, we got it. At least with the easy and everything and stuff as well. So basically with this, we kind of just have to do this with every single other one and stuff as well. So this probably will take a second. It's basically me copying and pasting a ton of stuff and everything around here. So basically just so the first thing I'm gonna do, and this probably leading a huge chance of me messing up and stuff here too and all. So that and everything stuff as well. Okay, so far to see what I did with the other one stuff as well. So you have a certain amount of attempts. -1 attempt, stuff like that, 2 and all. Hold on, just looking, comparing each one stuff to and all. So see out, player guess, and the other see out and stuff as well. So basically just everything and stuff here too and all that. So everything above the attempts there. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to take care of something. Alright. So basically again, just see out and stuff here. Again, if I have any errors in this, it makes sense because again, I'm just like, putting all this in after the fact. And then from here, basically just the if statement and this right here. Yeah, and so far, again, I still haven't factored in, like, if you type in a difficulty that doesn't exist either. I'm trying to get all this to work and everything here. Yeah, basically, I have to just kind of do a thing and everything with this, too. I'll do that in a second. So right now, we'll just run it again, and we'll just see if everything works right. So say medium. You have 3 attempts. Yeah, because I only had 2, so say 2. Yeah, you're losing a lot of money with this. So 3, 4. Out of attempts, guess incorrectly. CPU number was 0. So -$30. Run it again. Say hard. Yeah, 5 attempts. So 44. 66. 34. 23. 2. Number was 68. So I'm -$500. Yeah, this game is brutal. But so at least we know the stuff is working, everything with that too. Set amount of attempts and everything like that as well. So let me see what the other thing was. Certain amount of attempts, guesses, while loop. Tell player if guesses higher or lower than the actual number. So far, that's another thing. I'll probably take a second to be able to do and all that. Let's just look and see what's up. Okay, so basically I'll probably go an if statement of each and every single one of them and stuff like that too. So with that too, just basically say guess incorrectly. Player guess was this. Reward minus that. Current balance is this. So basically with that, if I do this and everything, so I'll like put enter here. I'll basically put like an if statement in between this. So put like another if statement. So basically saying like if, and we'll just say this, and then just do a else if. Actually no, just else. I don't need an else if, just else. Alright, so basically saying if player guess is greater than greater than CPU guess, just say player guess was higher than, and say correct number. Yeah, we'll just say higher, just that. Else was lower than the correct number. Base player guess is higher. Say it was higher than that. It's lower and stuff like that too. We'll guess again on the easy and just see what's up. Okay, we have a problem. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. That's right. I need a semicolon after this. And also I need to put end line too, because that's another thing. I'm being horrible at this. Alright, now we try it again. Okay, so easy. You have 2 attempts. Say 1. Okay, well I apparently guessed correctly on the first one. Let me do this again. So say 1 again. Okay, so player number 1, player guess was higher than the correct number. So that means again it has to be 0 then. Yep, guess was correct. Your number was 0. So the whole thing stuff with that too and everything. So with that, we can go and just put this into the other ones as well. So it's right after the player guess was okay, so run again. Keep on to start and run over and over again. So say medium. So we'll say it's 2. Guess incorrect. Guess was lower than the correct number. Okay, so that means I go higher. So let's go. So let's say 9. Okay, apparently I was correct on that. Okay, let's run it again. Because so far just see the other. So we'll say hard. Okay, 5 attempts. Alright, so 2. It's lower than it. Okay, so we'll go 55. Okay, my number was higher than that. So it's more than 2, less than 55. So 34. Okay, it's still higher. Okay, so 22. Still higher. Okay, let's try 10. Nope, 17. Yep, so that was 17. So, yep. You guessed incorrectly. It says you have 1 attempt left. And everything stuff too. 10. Lower than that and everything stuff too. So, yep, minus 500. Yep, so far with this too, we do have it working everything and stuff too and all that. Now, So far, even though with the list, that's everything and stuff too. We got everything from the required and everything from the extra slash bonus. It's still a few other things I need to do and stuff with this too, such as one, when you type in a difficulty that isn't correct. So let me do this. Say you type in stuff. Oh, yeah, it says difficulty does not exist. Out of attempts, guessed incorrectly. Number guessed was, if you guessed 2, you guessed that. Okay, so that shouldn't really be the thing, stuff with that too and all. Alright, so basically again, like it shouldn't jump to the other thing and stuff here and all that too and all. Alright, so basically with this, it's these two other problems of one, I need to have this whole thing kind of run multiple times. So like when you're done, you can run it again. So there's that for one. So basically with this and all that stuff too, I just have to kind of put so while diff not equal, let's say exclamation point. Yeah, I think I'd like put this in let me see something real quick. Let me think real quick. So basically saying like this is the way to end the game and stuff here too and all that. But the other way basically saying if it does not equal, so while it's not equal that, yeah, that really should be it. So like as long as it just doesn't like end there, just let's just try this real quick. So that, and I guess I can just put the other one here for the end of the while loop and everything stuff too and all. Yeah, so it got rid of the error there. So let's just run it and just see something real quick. So yeah, so it does that, everything stuff as well. And just do it again. So just S, same thing, stuff like that too, bound 0. Yeah, okay, so basically with this, it loops, it tells you difficulty does not exist. I just need to make sure it doesn't I just need to make sure that it doesn't like print out the else statement and stuff down here. That's the other thing. Okay, so give me a second here. I just gotta think about this and all that stuff as well. So either I just need to be like more specific with it, or basically just kind of something else here and all that stuff as well. So give me a second. I don't think about this real quick. So this video isn't longer than it needs to be. Just I don't think about this for a second. Yeah, so real quick before I think about it, one thing I am gonna put is this. Yeah, still running. I'll put C out in L. So for space and everything and stuff too and all, because it's like all clustered together. So stuff, yeah, at least put a space there and everything and stuff too. So there's that at the very least. And also here, I'm also gonna put same thing. It's still running. C out in L. This as well. So just for more space. So run it again. Stuff, yeah, so you can at least like see what you're doing and everything. Okay, so the main thing is this right here we don't want to pop up unless straight up you like have attempts or anything like that too. So we stop it, and now let me actually think about what to do about this. Okay, I thought of an idea. So far I'll just try this. I'm at the very bottom where it puts output and everything. We're gonna say this. So if, and I have that the wrong way, attempts equal 0. Okay, cool. By default, it put one down there. Sweet. I think it did. No, it didn't. I'm stupid. Give me a second. Alright, so there should be no errors and stuff now. Wait. I might be stupid. Just give me a second. Let's just run and see what's up. Alright. So stuff it's still putting that down. Alright, hold on. So that wasn't it. Give me a second. While looking through this, I just decided to also do this. I decided to just also put this note here. I'm like, set this to prevent auto win when number is 0. When picking difficulty. Just something I wanted to put that there too, so just in case I can remind myself why I said player guess this high. So if the number is 0, it won't just automatically go, oh, you win, and just win money. So yeah, that was the whole thing there. Now I'll go back to trying to figure out this other thing. Okay, so here's what I did. Basically, the problem was this. I said if attempts equals 0, then don't show this stuff. By default, the attempts are set to 0. So no matter what, it's going to show the ending. All I did was this. Literally in else, I just put attempts equals 1. That was it. So no matter what, when you pick a difficulty, it will change that variable no matter what. Just when selecting the difficulty, you'll set it to 1 and just basically it doesn't exist. You put another difficulty, so I'll just run it, just show I literally just put in this one thing right here. So just say stuff. Hold on, the phone's ringing. Okay, that disturbance is over. Okay, so just say I type in stuff. Difficulty does not exist. So now say easy. You have 2 attempts. So 2. Okay, now that is giving a problem. Okay, so give me a second here. Oh, I see what's up now. Okay, so yeah. Here is what's going down, stuff 2 and all. Okay. So with this, now if you have 0 attempts, wait, that doesn't make sense at all. Wait a minute. Yeah, that was weird thing. Stuff 2 says does not exist. You have 2 attempts. I put in a number. Let me move this up so I can actually see the whole thing. Alright, so I put that in. Difficulty does not exist. Stuff. Easy. 2 attempts. I put in a number. And then for some reason it asked me to choose the difficulty again. In which now the thing works. Huh. Yeah, so now it works with that and everything and stuff 2 and all. Guess incorrectly. 3 is higher. 2. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, okay, something's up here. Definitely something's up too because it messed with it other time and stuff 2 and all. So I'm gonna stop. We're gonna run it again. And we'll try this again. So we're gonna say we're gonna mess it up first. So say stuff that doesn't exist. Medium. You have 3 attempts. So I'll say 2. Okay, guess was incorrect. 2 is lower. So I'll say 3. Guess was lower. You got 1 attempt left. 4. Guess correctly. It works and everything stuff too. Okay, I think I might know what the problem was with the other one. Let me try this. All right. So I'm gonna say stuff again. Does not exist. Easy. Now we're gonna see what's up with this. So I think that is the problem right here. I think if you get the number right off the bat, for some reason, it's now just saying, it's just like messing it up. Oh, I see why. Okay. So basically, if you're getting it correct, what it's doing is, since the final result only shows up if the attempts are 0, that's the problem right there. Okay, so I see what's up. Let me stop this. Move back down. Okay, so the problem's coming from this right here. Basically, again, if you get it right on the first attempt, like you have 2 attempts, you get it right on the first one, you still have 1 attempt left, it will just by default instantly ask you the difficulty. It won't bring any of this up because it's saying you're not at 0. So basically what needs to be done is this. I need a way, and like I said, I'm probably way overcomplicating this thing too, like a madman and stuff too and all, but it's basically a matter of alright, so basically a matter of that and stuff too and all with this. So basically a player guess is greater than that, else, less than, stuff too and all. So I might need to do this. Basically in every single iteration of this right here, saying the player guess is greater than, less than, do this and everything so as well. I might have to do something a bit crazy in this and just basically put like an else if and say if it's equal, put attempts to 0. Again, it's like a really roundabout way to do it and everything too. Like I definitely know this is like way more complicated than it needs to be, but it's something I just want to try out real quick. So let me just do this. So else, and just copy this. And switch this around. So if it's less than, and we'll just say else temps equals 0. So we'll just put this and we'll just see if this works real quick. So again, just say stuff doesn't exist. Easy. Now we need to see if we can get this right on the first shot. Okay, with incorrect. Guess number correctly and everything too and all. Alright, so basically we have to try to get it right on the first shot and see if this works. Okay, okay, I'm already seeing another problem. Okay, yeah, so again, it is still having the same problem, stuff like that too and all. Okay, let me try something real quick too with this. Base if it's higher than that, less than that, everything stuff too. We'll try another else if and just kind of see what's up. So they're equal, then this. Because there was another problem with that too and all, but still. So stuff does not exist. So easy. 1 incorrectly. So out of attempts and everything stuff too. So stuff again. Easy. Okay, we're just gonna keep trying until we get it right on the first shot, just to see if it works and everything. Yeah, because this keeps happening and stuff too. Sometimes we'll just randomly say like, does that not exist, and then I pick the difficulty, and for some reason just like make me pick it again. So I bounce to -8. Let's see if that has any effect on. Yep, it's having a problem here. Alright. Yeah, so having a problem over that too, just kind of running over and over again and stuff too and all that. Okay, so that is a big problem. Yeah, because now it's not even working with this at all. Like, for some reason, just messing up. Let's see. Hold on. I'll just take a look at this real quick and just see if I can figure something out. Okay, so I was thinking of something and I have a out of left field, like, just idea. I'm just going to try this and everything. Alright, so I'll say this. If we can just call it results. Probably spelled it wrong, who cares? And just say basically, bool results equal false, and we're going to do this equals that and everything stuff too. We'll say results equal true, equal false. Okay, now we're just going to give it a shot. So basically, is if this variable I made up results equals true, show this. And that should only happen if while you're guessing, you guess the right number, the results equal true, and it should straight up just bring up the results. There's probably something else I'm not factoring in, but we'll just try this right now and see. So again, just get it wrong first off, and then after that, we'll just say easy, try 2, higher or lower, too high, it's blocking this, I guess incorrect. Okay, yeah, that's another problem right there. Yeah, like I said, so far with this, just so something wrong, put in a mode to attempts, I put in a number, it was wrong. I have one attempt left, I put a number in, and then immediately goes to here. Alright. So yeah, I need a way for the thing to just, and I'm making this like way more difficult than it needs to be. Again, just like live doing it, because this has like been over an hour at this point. But yeah, stuff just takes time. So yeah, the whole thing with that is, again, now I need a way so when the attempts equals 0, it just knows, okay, put the results and stuff out and everything too. So this minus 1 attempt and everything, stuff like that as well. Guess the number and everything. If player not equal number, guess incorrectly. That if player's guess was greater than that, basically higher, lower, whatever. So how about this? I gotta run this again and just see something. So basically, I gotta make sure if it's correct, it brings up the results. Okay, so I do not think it does that either. And it's messing up again. Okay, hold on. So we're going to do this. So we're just going to comment some stuff out and everything. So we're just going to, with this, just comment that out. Same thing with this. And this as well. Just run it real quick. I just want to see something. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Brings all this stuff back up and everything too. Okay, hold on. Okay, so far I've been looking at this for a while and everything, and I think I figured it out. Alright, here's what's up. So basically, with the attempts, by default set to 0. And that kept making the stuff at the bottom run where it will keep printing out the full results, the answer, everything like that. I just set it so attempts is -1. With that, the stuff I put here in the easy mode, the else if player guess equal, the results and all that, like, basically I can do this. The results and stuff, get rid of that, not using it. The easy stuff here, or the stuff here saying the results and all that, get rid of that, we don't need it. And so far, this right here and everything too, the else attempts, just get rid of that as well. So basically, here's what's up. And with this, I basically did this. So the results here, which is basically the answers, if you got it right or wrong, what the computer number was and everything. Basically what happens is this. When you type in something, if it's incorrect, then it'll just say this is not correct, and it shouldn't pop this up. Because since attempts are default set to -1, it will not pop up the answers. And then I have or if player guess equals CPU guess. So basically, if the player gets it correct, it will basically run this, and it will run to both of these and basically say, you got it correct, here's the answer. If the attempts equals 0, meaning you played it, got it wrong, then it will do this. By default, it sets both of the attempts to -1 when it brings up this result, so you don't have to worry about it popping up the results every single time again. So far I tested it, but we're going to run it again to make sure. And I'm going to make this bigger so we can, see everything. So again, just type it wrong. So just say stuff. That's not a difficulty. Now we'll do it again. So easy. You have 2 attempts left. Guess the number from 0 to 2. So say 1. You guessed correctly. Number was 1. Gain $2. We get to pick a difficulty again. So I'll say stuff. Doesn't exist. Easy. You can pick a number again. We'll say 1. Incorrectly. So it lowered my winnings. It went from $2 to 0. My guess was lower, so the number is 2. Got it correct. Got $2 back. Can play it again. So we'll go with medium this time. I have 3 attempts. So we'll say 2. 2 was not correct. My guess was lower. So I'm minus $8. So we'll say 4. My guess was correct. Number was 4. I gained $10 from -8. So I basically gained $2. Again, I probably should have a thing telling you the balance and everything too, like how much each thing's worth and all that. Like, so far the rest of the stuff is a bunch of like nitpicky stuff and everything. This video's been going on for like over an hour and stuff too, and I've been sitting here for a while trying to like figure this out and everything. But yeah, basically again we can see that difficulty does not exist and everything. I have to do that as a thing too. Give me a second. So basically here's the other thing and stuff too. So let me go and start first. Let me clean some stuff up and everything. All right. Get rid of this because we're not using it. Get rid of this. Like most things that are commented out, we just get rid of if we're not using it or if it's not a thing. Okay, like I said, the thing is still kind of a mess, but it at least works. So far here, we're going to add another thing and stuff here. So basing else if this, it's doing a bunch of stuff. Give me a second. There we go. So else if player guess equal exclamation point. So far with this, we'll just probably put cout your balance is, and then the money amount, balance in L. So basically, the whole thing we had 2 in all. So if it's that, else it doesn't exist. So we'll run it again to make sure. Okay, I messed something up here. Big comparison between pointer and just 2 in all. Oh wait, it's not player guess. That's right. It would be diff. There it is. So now run it. Alright. So basically just say exclamation point. Your balance is $0. There you go. So far, just it ended the whole game. Run it again, and we'll just kind of see what happens to say stuff again. Not there. Easy. Some attempts and all that. My is higher. So 1 out of attempts. 0. 1. I'm -$4. I'm done playing. Balance is -4. So with that, we have it so the game can loop and repeat and everything. It tells you your balance stuff at the end. Again, the only thing if I had to say, like I said, if I added anything else to this, it probably would just be like it telling you how much the game is worth. That maybe like a little bit of formatting or something like that too and all. So like after you type it in, just so after you type it in, like puts a little space between like the difficulty and attempts and everything. But beyond that, like, really should be fine, everything stuff too and all. Just like that little stuff after that, and that's really it. The hard, stuff like that too and all. Let's see real quick. I might just do this. So just, I'm just being perfectionist right now. Let's run it again. Okay, it already exists. So, I mean, it doesn't exist. Yeah, it was taking a second. Yep, so it has a space there and everything too. So how many attempts you have. So let's say 2. You're correcting everything. So mostly just the formatting and stuff there. Okay, so this whole thing with that. And like I said, the last thing stuff beyond that is basically just it telling you how much the reward is worth and everything and stuff too for every game. So let's see real quick. really that could, it varies. 'Cause I could put that in the description and stuff too of each one, by saying like, let me see. Yeah, this one just something I just think about, like just formatting wise, how would I put it? Because basically choose difficulty, easy. Is that like, oh, okay, so I'd probably say so I'd probably just put it in parentheses here too, and just say how much is it? Everything stuff as well. Just say like $sign. Yeah, so it's like $2, 10, and 100. So let's see how it looks. Choose difficulty: easy $2, medium $10, hard $100. So everything and stuff like that, 2 on all, and then from there you can just pick a difficulty. So balance is 0. 2 attempts and everything, stuff 2, so 2. Incorrectly, it's higher. So your balance current that 1, balance 0. So yeah, that's the whole thing, stuff with that 2 and all. So again, the whole game, it does for a fact work. It is just the main thing. Again, it took me a while to just kind of like get certain things down. Like say the attempts, setting that to -1, setting the player guesses to a bunch of 9s. Like just a lot of things that, again, most likely there's probably a ton of better and easier ways to get this stuff down, special ways to make it look less crowded and less kind of cluttered a bit. But again, so far I'm still just like new to it, trying to get stuff down, everything and stuff as well. Plus again, certain things, like I said, like functions, I could have probably used those, but then it would have became a problem with like the loops and everything as well. Because really it's like with the functions, a lot of stuff could have been put in there. It probably meant, like I said, the attempts, that, but just the while loops I couldn't have really used in the functions, I think, because it would have just kept repeating like whatever I put in there and that was it. So it would have necessarily worked, I don't think. Maybe I'm just wrong entirely, I probably am, but there's that. I could have used a switch statement as well for this, but again, basically the same thing as a big if statement as well. So it's just a matter of just like organization and stuff too is another thing I gotta work with as well. But that's mostly it and everything too. This video's been going on for like over an hour and everything and stuff like that too. But yeah, that's mostly the entire thing with that. So again, we've made a whole gambling game and everything and stuff as well. So let me just put this in the notes. So number guessing game. So the whole thing stuff there with that and everything too. So far, this seems like it's perfectly fine. I got a lot of stuff in the list. Took a while, but at least I get to see how my projects and everything, like how I figure out a project, solve a problem and everything. And I definitely know nobody else is watching this at all. Like anybody else left, like they see the runtime of this, they're not watching this at all whatsoever. But yeah, the whole thing again, for myself watching this, you at least got the project done. This is your work ethic and how you do this stuff. It takes time. There's probably still errors with this. Like I said, again, just testing stuff out. But again, just beyond that, did what I could. So that's mostly it. So yeah, so this video won't be longer than it needs to be. Just it's really long. It's probably the longest video I've made so far. But still, just yeah, that's really it. So again, just good job to myself. So to myself and everybody else, see you in the next one.